Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. It didn't actually explode. It just sounded like it was about to.
No, mine
it was
exploded.
really loud and
it was funny too because this is Texas, so of course our neighbors are rednecks, and so it happened, and everyone's coming out of their house like, "What the fuck happened?" So then redneck neighbor comes out in his underwear with a shotgun and is just like, "What happened?
God.
What's going on?" I was just like, "Dude, calm down."
Oh God. That's so Texas.
Yeah, no, we were fine, but
welcome to Texas. Welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast. I am your host, Crow. Joining me today, as always, are Roski Draftsman.
Hello.
And Cool Blue Rays.
Hello.
And also joining us, back for more, Dancing Pineapples.
Hello.
All right, guys. So, everybody listening to this, we had a very busy Mother's Day. Pines was on vacation, so the stars did not align for us to record an episode last week, so now we're catching up with Chapter 80. The start of a new arc, I am assuming. Which really weirds me out, because we just got off the last arc, and this is like not Endo style. Like usually Endo does an arc. Yeah, and then he does like a bunch of
he settles
filler.
down for a while and gives you some. I mean, he technically did give us some, quote unquote, breather chapters. They were just
like
not...
two or three, maybe. One of them, chapter 77, I believe, that was the tutor in residence one, correct?
Yep.
All right, and me and Pines are talking about it, and we had mentioned this on the podcast that a lot of people were talking about how it was possibly foreshadowing Lloyd and Yor having marital problems, which is sort of what we got here today. Okay. As far as a lot of people I've been seeing talking about, one discussion online in particular that I remember, people were talking about, like, boy, all those people who didn't like chapter 77 and who said it was going nowhere, I bet they feel pretty dumb right now. I can tell you right now, I don't feel dumb at all. I'm pretty sure like 90% of everything we talked about, I still agree with. The only thing I would concede is that, yes, it did sort of set up. Kind of,
tangentially, but not really. It's
but not really, right? Like, this isn't the same. Right.
No, I'm looking back now, and you're right. 77 was the tutor marital counseling chapter. 78 was the chapter with the handler. Mm-hmm. And then 78.5 is like that little astronaut chapter. And then we go into the new arc, which is kind of not Endo style at all, because he usually gives us, I would say, like 5 or 6 like filler chapters before a new arc.
Right. Yeah, and but I mean, I think you were mentioning the like how 77 some people are now saying was a setup, but it's an awkward setup, and the way this and the way this the situation was presented in 79 and now 80 is kind of a strange. It's not really the same thing. It's kind of I mean, it touches relatively on the same theme of transparency in marriage, like silly, but 77 is just, it's 77.
Right.
Why are we talking about chapter 77 again?
Because people are associating it with now the
If we had confidence in Endo and being a foreshadower, we would say it's a foreshadowing chapter, but we don't have confidence, so we're kind of just like, well, what's gonna happen?
Right. And that's another thing too, is like, and me and Pines are talking about it before y'all joined in. Foreshadowing is a strong word that I would not use to describe what transpired with these next few chapters. Okay, I will lead with the fact that I did enjoy this chapter. I like this chapter. Okay, I'm not hating on the chapter or anything. I just think, like what Roski was saying, is like this whole setup and like even this chapter itself, like the not argument, I'll say argument like with quotation marks between Lloyd and Yor, it was awkward because it's like I don't know, like somebody had mentioned that it kind of felt flat in a way, because it's like, all right, like, even if chapter 77 was setting up for this arc, you're still expecting it to be like, like an actual argument, or like you're having actual grievances, and it's not. It's just
And,
a big misunderstanding between them.
And it's a misunderstanding like that was fueled by her interactions with her colleagues in Berlin Hell. So it's not even like, oh, I'm actually having a problem with him. It's like, I
Right.
have a problem with the fact that I don't have a problem.
Which is, it's so dumb. Like, I don't know. It's not very satisfying, I guess, is the word that I would use to describe this.
Yeah, I think it's also like, remember, because when we had those chapters with Melinda, she's alluded to the fact that, oh yes, there are like things I have issues with, and yet when she's hanging out with her gal pals from office, she's like, yeah, he's perfect, I have no issues, and then now she's trying to like make up stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she's concerned that not having problems with your spouse is very suspicious.
Well, thinking about kind of your situation with her friends, it kind of makes me think about how there's like, I don't know if anyone else goes on TikTok besides like Pines, I'm assuming, but sometimes when women complain about their partner or some kind of relationship issue, a lot of commenters' first thought is to say, oh, they're abusive, they're shitty, you should leave them. Like, immediately just flat out, like, get rid of them kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, the Reddit effect.
Instead of trying to, like, make a relationship work and realize it's a lot more than just, you should give up on them immediately.
Right.
And I guess this situation makes me think about that, is where people get it in your head, like, oh, well, that doesn't sound, like, from their perspective, they think that it sounds bad, or it doesn't sound right or something, and I guess you just start to feel a little more insecure about your own relationship and question, like, is this normal? And like, Yor is still, I think she should come to realize, like, this may not be normal to them, but it's normal for her, and therefore it should be okay.
Yeah,
because it's not hurting anyone, and they seem to be functioning pretty well.
Yeah.
But they kind of put that insecurity in her head because she just assumes they must know all the answers to the universe when it comes to having a relationship, which is like not even remotely close.
Nobody has examples.
Yeah, they are.
Just
Nobody
the worst
does.
Examples. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is how women get with each other when it comes to, like, they think that certain other friends have more experience, so that therefore they are the authority figure.
Right.
What it means to have a relationship, or like what it means to be a good partner or a good girlfriend.
You should leave his ass.
It's true.
I get it. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of that is where this is coming from.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm team let that man go.
I know you are, Pines. I know you are.
I'm
like that too a little bit, but
it's always.
I mean, I can be a little bit. I definitely think I have more of a tolerance for it, but it feels like a lot, especially through online social media, that a lot of it is like no tolerance whatsoever to any possible mistake. Or like blowing out of proportion of like,
social media, you have to be perfect or you have to fuck off. And
seems like the modern kind of relationship or romance dating scene is really like that, where it's like it's all or nothing. You're either good or you're bad, like very kind of black and white thinking.
Like nuance is dead in social media.
Nuance was never a thing in the first place. But
let's not delve too much into how they would live if they were in a universe that has Twitter.
Right. I think, I mean, this. All of this is a good opportunity for Yor to grow as a character, so I'm excited about that. Like I said, I'm not super excited about like how all this played out. Although I will say, Okay, let me backtrack. Go to the beginning of the chapter. So Anya is out of the picture. I don't think this arc is going to include Anya, which I am happy for. I want the adults to have a spotlight.
Yeah, it's fine. Like we don't need to cram Anya into this. Like,
right.
I like that they felt the need to have to show that, oh, she's going to the zoo with Becky, to get like one little joke in there about Becky, crushing on Lloyd, and then they just had her leave.
And then Lloyd's like,
yeah, like Martha's like, oh god, not this again.
Right.
Yeah, seriously.
And then, yours like, I have gripes about everything, which is not something you want to hear your wife tell you.
I know. Yeah. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die now.
Yeah. Especially before going to work. That's just the worst. Like,
wait,
you're just thinking about it all day.
I'm sure Crow, as a married man, was like, this chapter hits a little too close to home.
In some ways, yes.
Your wife's got gripes about everything, huh?
Well, you had pointed it out. It's like not knowing what your wife is angry about and her not telling you. That's just husband 101 right there, man. What did I do? Just tell me. But yeah. No, so and it's funnier too because this probably would have got resolved a whole lot quicker if Yuri didn't crash the party.
Yeah,
at least we get to see him. At least Yuri's in the picture again.
When I saw him, I straight up laughed. Because we're not doing anything about the fact that he got hurt. Okay, we're just going to skip past it. And they already explained it away, saying, when he called her on the phone, he instantly healed up. Like, fuck off.
Fuck off. And you know what? No, I believe that.
I do too.
I believe in the magical power of yours.
No,
it's like, the power of my sister's love is healing my broken, fucking fractured shoulder.
He got shot, didn't he?
Yes, he did in the shoulder.
That's what he told her. Maybe
he got lucky and it went through clean, so it didn't break anything. But what the hell?
So my thing is, he probably still has a gunshot wound, but he just doesn't feel it because you're.
It's like he has a numbing effect over his pain. Like
he's got a hole in his goddamn shoulder, and he doesn't feel a thing because you're.
I mean, people brush off gunshot wounds in this manga a little too easily.
Yeah, you're right about that. So, of course, Yuri's being Yuri. And then we had talked about, me and Pizer talked about the fact that, so everyone was saying, Lloyd's a shitty spy because the door wasn't locked. But the door wasn't locked because Anya and Becky just left. And you didn't...
Yep.
Which I will concede that is probably what happened. But still, I just find it hilarious at the thought of, either A, Lloyd never locks his door, or B, Yuri just made himself a key. He just, put a cast on the key lock or something and just, gave himself the front door key. He,
took the key, made, a wax mold, hid it away, and then just made a key copy this entire time. Another option was he just picks the lock every single time he comes to visit or something.
Or maybe he just stole the extra from the landlord. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe.
I like the idea of I like the idea of Yuri just picking the lock and Lloyd's like, how the fuck did you get in here?
Yeah, you don't need to know that, Loy.
Loy.
Yeah, it's a kind of thing that makes Lloyd look a little more incompetent. Everyone can enter in his house uninvited.
Right.
But it says the world that the only character that has entered invited has been Nightfall. She's the only one that actually knocked the door.
That's true. Becky always knocks the door down. Well, not door down, but knocks it open, slams it open. God,
everyone's
Lloyd, you
so
suck.
Rude. Learn some manners. Knock on doors.
Yeah.
In civilized society.
Yeah. At least Becky does it out of love, and Yuri just hates.
I mean, he does it out of love for his sister, I guess.
I guess, but
anyway.
Whatever. Yeah, he doesn't make things easy for Lloyd in this one, which is pretty funny. It gets to the point, Lloyd's like, just shut up already.
Lloyd's finally, lost his kind of temper with Yuri's behavior. Finally. Took him 3 visits to get to this point.
He's not pretending to like him anymore.
Right. Well, at first he thinks it. He's like, "Oh God, shut up!" And then he says something else, and then York goes off, and
there's a tiny little, "Oh, shut up!" Yeah,
just shut up already, goddamn. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lloyd is having a rough time. Yor doesn't have grievances, and that's her grievance, is that she doesn't have grievances. And then, see, this is what I wanted to be an actual problem between them, is the part where she goes, even on your days off, you abandon your family for work. Which is like,
that's
comes out of left field, but it's true. Like,
that's actually a good grievance to have. Well, I mean, a genuine, solid criticism to have, like, dude, you're always leaving us. What the hell?
Yeah. And that would have been a great Twior moment right there, like an actual, like, leading into, like, them having something, or at least Lloyd thinking about Yor in a sense that, like, she's not just a fake wife, because she's like, you never spent time with us, me and your daughter, and blah blah blah. And he's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Like,
I love the part where Yor tells Yuri, like, you need to stay out of this is between me and Lloyd, and Yuri kind of just deflates into the couch, like, oh no, it's about between me and my sister, Yor and her husband, I'm the one who's in the way. Like, oh, finally someone told him,
finally, right?
Like,
and it was Yor. It's the best part.
Yeah.
And I just love how immediately he's like, I'm just gonna give up.
Stares off into space.
Yeah.
His whole
literally
day.
like dies on the inside.
He can't handle his dear
I love
sister.
his face in that. It just,
I know, he looks so dumb.
If it was bigger, I would have made that my profile pic.
I was like, you know what he reminds me of? Y'all remember that Flat Stanley? He's giving
Oh my god.
Love it.
That's
I'm gonna try to blow it up. I'm gonna on that. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make that my PFP. But no,
you just need to clean it up a bit. Yeah.
Okay, so that happens. Lloyd gets a phone call, and this is where the actual shit gets real. There's an emergency call from the hospital, but we know it's Wise. And then, so he leaves. He has to leave, and of course, Yor has to throw in one more thing. So he's already like, "Oh my god!" Like going into an emergency situation with his wife, just nagging him in the back, which I love. But then Yor and Yuri tag after him because Yuri's like, he's cheating on you.
I know, I can't believe that was his first thought.
Just straight up, he's like, yeah, he's cheating on you, Yor.
Yeah, see, that's the TikTok girlies at work.
not Yuri on Femme TikTok.
Oh my god, Bestie, he's cheating on you.
You should fucking leave his ass.
No, seriously. That's like 99% of TikTok commenters, I swear.
You could do better than him.
And you know what? Yuri's right for that.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't believe Pines agrees with Yuri. What kind of alternate universe is this?
Right.
Yeah, we're truly in the wackiest timeline.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm literally the president of the Lloyd Forger Hate Club. Come on.
I know.
She is.
We know.
For all those listening, she is.
Yeah.
You know, Pines is not the only one hating. Yor comes to her senses. Apparently, she's been drunk this whole time.
Yeah.
She's like, why the hell am I even here? And then it's like, oh, now she's sober. And then she just leaves. So I don't know if she's going to be a part of this anymore or what, but...
I think she just got really swept up with the alcohol and the gripes, and then Yuri...
Yuri fitting into it, which is funny because it's like, oh, I'm going to follow him. This is going to be a great gripe. Like, why the fuck do you want her to cheat on you?
Right.
You're
Honestly, I wonder too, like, how would Yor have actually reacted if that was the case? Like, obviously it's never going to be the case, but if she actually felt jealous of Lloyd spending time with another woman romantically, like, how would she take it? Because last time this sort of happened, she was like really willing to let him go for his own happiness and stuff.
She'd have killed that bitch.
I mean, she thought about it.
Assassinated her ass.
I was gonna say she murdered a tennis ball. R.I.P. tennis ball.
R.I.P. tennis ball.
She was gonna kill a dude just so Anya could get into school. Like I would not put her. I don't even want to think about what she would do to somebody cheating, like having Lloyd cheat on. Like,
well, I think she'd probably like really focus on like the home wrecking part of it. Like, oh my god, they're gonna wreck our home. I should kill her.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill her. I mean, she was gonna try and kill Fiona.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is all true. Okay.
She's got it in her. I believe in you, Yor. I support you and all of your
I
endeavors.
support women's rights and women's wrongs.
I want a T-shirt like that. Yeah, so Yor's like, she leaves, and then we find out that there is a mole in Wise, and they have super important documents that detail all of the agents stationed in Ostania. And
including
also
Operation Strix.
Including Operation Strix.
Which is it's such a wild change of pace. Like,
I know, yeah. Suddenly
you're
like,
just being a dumbass. Like, oh, this is actually really serious because it's a little hard to bullshit this one out. You know,
Yeah.
like they did with the Zacharis this year. Like,
especially because SSS, it's their mole, and so they're trying to get the intel while also keeping Wise from interfering. So it's Yuri versus Lloyd on this one, and I think that's something we've been waiting to see forever. Like, I mean, since the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen because I believe, it's like Roski said, like, you know, I'm still hesitant to say that this is going to be a super serious arc, because that's what we thought about the fucking bus hijacking, and then it wasn't.
Right.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, just like, what do you think? Like, I have no idea.
Okay, they're setting it up to sound really serious. I can imagine that it'll probably lean towards more goofy, because there's no way they're going to succeed in getting this information. Right. Because that would be the end of Wise itself in Ostania, and Lloyd would have to leave and stuff, so there's no way that this could be played off.
It will be the end of the manga. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like what most likely will happen is Lloyd will probably do a really good disguise and trick the mole into giving him the information, pretend to be an SSS officer again or something.
Pretend to be Yuri.
Oh my god! I don't think that could happen.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that will be comedy gold.
I mean, he played the lieutenant before. Maybe he would do that again.
Yeah, but if he plays Yuri...
You mean Lloyd's dad? No, I'm not bringing that
game. No, but just imagine if he actually played
if, like,
Yuri. How will he feel afterwards?
Just gross.
Probably really gross, but like, I had to play that little rat. I am curious to see who the mole is, though. Like,
I was just gonna say,
I'm assuming it's gonna be like a jokey character or something. But
I was gonna say, what if it's Lloyd's dad or Daybreak?
Oh my god, Daybreak doesn't even work for Wise.
Lloyd's dad. He's dead. He's dead and he's gone.
He's definitely not dead.
I know he's not, but he's not the mole.
No, he's definitely not the mole.
I was gonna say the intern.
Oh, the twink.
Oh, that will be a good one.
Oh, actually, what if it's that one guy who first recruited Lloyd back in the day?
Oh,
the Onion. What if it's
that would be insane if that was the case.
I mean, he's a Wise agent. Like,
he's playing the long game.
Yeah,
the really long game.
That would be insane. That'd be like 10 years worth of documents. Like,
you know
how like. Complete, like, that would just like eradicate like the entire like Wise.
I mean, that's the point of what they're trying to do here, isn't it?
Yeah, but that would even. But I'm saying, like, that wouldn't even just be in Ostania. That would just be like all the Wise agents. Like, that would
so maybe not someone quite that tenured or something.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if that was the case, that would be like, it's not even just Lloyd. It's like the entire country would be fucked.
Yeah,
I see.
It will be intensity up to 11.
Right. So
here's my question is, so they're talking about this mole, about how Wise HQ and Ostania has been trying to find this mole. They found the mole went underground and is now MIA. And then in the flip side, the SSS guy is saying that their agent, who is the mole, is in West Dallas and is trying to come over to Ostania.
Yeah.
But that But if Wise HQ in Ostania found the mole, wouldn't that mean the mole has been in Ostania the whole time?
Honestly, don't know because I'm looking at it right now. Western agents are in active pursuit. Cooperate with Division 4 to secure the agent the moment they cross the border. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even catch that part.
So, maybe, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I wonder if it's going to be like a little, field trip for Yuri and Lloyd when they both coincidentally find themselves at the border.
Oh, God.
What
Lloyd's going on another business trip, you guys.
Oh, God. That would be, okay. That would be insane, too, if he did leave again for a long time after just coming off of the bus hijacking.
You know what would be really, really interesting?
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine what happened, but if Lloyd and Yuri were traveling together for some reason to the border for work reasons.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be insane? It won't happen, but...
No, I'm sorry. You're giving the Lloyd and Yuri shippers too much ammo now.
Yeah, don't do that.
I didn't mean it. I just thought it would be interesting drama to have them, like, literally next to each other with very opposing goals.
And there was only one bed.
Shut up.
Oh my God, no, they're on the train. They have their own beds or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they did have beds on the trains. Okay, no, I'm not going there.
But anyway.
No.
I just wanted the drama. Calm down, y'all.
Drama, yeah.
I was thinking about Bullet Train.
Oh, I also wanted to point out how everyone lost their minds about the female SSS officer behind Yuri.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's
like
after
there,
so
and people
much.
were like.
I did find it strange. I mean, I do think we're probably
she is very detailed for one thing.
Right.
Yeah. So she's maybe a little bit more of an important character going forward. I only hope that her character is going to be that she's like making fun of Yuri for being a dumbass or something, and not another Fiona clone.
I'm about to say we're gonna get Fiona 2.0.
No, I just want her to make fun of Yuri. Like, it's so gross that you're like that into your sister, dude. You need to get
definitely.
over that.
That would be
because she is the only other woman. It looks like in that. With the officers, I mean, it's curious. We hadn't really seen any other female SSS officers, so it's interesting to see one finally.
No, I do think she's gonna be quite an important character because all of the designs there have are distinctive, which is it's something that Endo is good at, but a lot of characters are just backdrop. So, but this one I do think has like more significant details to it.
Yeah.
So it's just funny it's just funny that people were were so quick to jump
thirsty.
Yeah.
They just love their Spike's family women.
We did.
True.
Endo draws very like appealing women, and I don't mean like sexy or anything like that. They're just like very pleasant character design.
They're like so classy looking. I think
they
like
are.
Either they're really cute and friendly, or they're like, well, a little like kind of sexy, we'll say, or like mean. They can look mean, but still look really like attractive in that way.
No,
like
because
for
it's not fan
her,
service.
The word would be appealing. Like it's appealing character design. Because it's not that you have to find them like sexually attractive. You just are drawn to the way they are designed.
Yeah.
Well, they're done respectfully. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
One.
They, he does really good jobs with he does cool poses with them a lot. Where like Sylvia, she gets a lot of really cool poses as like a woman in charge of an agent full of men. We'll argue here. Well, I don't know what that ratio looks like, but she's drawn she looks like she's the boss. She gets drawn very respectively and authority figure wise. It looks really good, and I think all the women in Spike's family, they kind of get that kind of. I think I don't know if subdued is the right word, but it's very kind of relaxed and classy. Not very exaggerated, I guess. Right. A lot of the time. Even Yor, even though she gets drawn with all these funny poses, she's always drawn really, really well. Doing action scenes or even like funny things or crazy, angry, like murdery things or whatever.
Murdery things.
I don't know. I forgot how to speak words.
Well, Endo's just really good at drawing characters and clothes when he wants to.
I mean, the
thing is, Endo so good. Yeah,
he does.
The thing with Endo compared to other like shonen mangaka, if you will put it like that, is that Endo has a sense of style.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I cannot stress enough how much the average shonen mangaka absolutely sucks absolute ass at fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Endo doesn't. Endo actually has a sense of style and a sense of fashion. People dress classically, so yeah, there's that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you bring that up. I instantly think of Kubo from Bleach because he originally wanted to be a fashion designer, and so he became a mangaka instead. But like, if you've seen like any of like the promos for like Bleach or anything like that, he goes fucking insane on the clothes. Like, it looks like they're at like a freaking runway. Like all these characters, and it's funny too because you never see it in the manga. They just wear the same shit all the time.
Yeah,
but, like, just go off.
The illustrations are really good. Like, you're not bad at this. Why don't you have them wear this in the actual manga?
Right. That's a weekly manga, so that's probably wouldn't it be funny if the reason we got bi-weekly releases is just so Endo could like make clothes. He's like, I gotta get these guys just right. No.
I can imagine part of it is that.
Probably.
I mean, the guy has a lot of references. I still laugh thinking about how many different like prop guns the man has in his office just sitting there. Yeah, like during like some kind of special Spike's Family live event thing, they showed like some photos and images of Endo's workspace, and it looked pretty clean. And suddenly you see a large row of guns against the wall.
Hell yeah!
So you have proper references, and I just thought it was so funny.
I can respect that. Like guns are a particular pain in the neck to draw.
I do want to go back and talk about how unusual this is about us going directly into the next arc. I don't know if this is Endo like picking up the pace due to criticism, because it is strange that this is the first time that we go directly from one arc to another, especially when the last arc ended on like such like a it just ended. Like there was no resolution to it.
Yeah, it was a thing, and then bam.
Right. So I don't know if this is him like reacting to that, or if this was like his plan all along.
I hope it was just his plan.
I do think this is him getting the grasp of things in a way. It sounds a little weird to say this in chapter fucking 80, but the thing with making weekly manga or bi-weekly manga, especially when you are not expecting it to explode in popularity, is that deers in the headlight effect. Like, oh fuck, I'm popular. What do I do?
What do I do?
Yeah, because the appeal of Spy X Family for a lot of people is the wholesome shit. The family interactions, the Anya being cute and goofy and making faces. Like, a lot of the merch is revolving around that kind of thing. But Endo is probably very, 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 very well aware that he has set up things in a way that do demand some more serious. Part of the balancing act is like, oh, your manga is popular. Oh, your manga is popular for this reason. Oh, you have to give more of this so your manga keeps being popular. But I also have to, advance the plot and shit, and have to do. And if this is a family made of a spy, an assassin, and an esper, I have to make you to at some point also show them do all these things, because if I'm just having them have domestic situations, where's the spy? Where's the assassin?
Right.
I'm betting he has grabbed up in supervising this stuff he has to do for the movie, and probably he already has wrapped up any potential plans for an illustration for volume 12 and all of that. So I do think this is more like he has finally more.
He has the time he needs.
More the time he needs to actually plan and execute things out, and not have to kind of sort of improvise to makeshift things.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. And especially, and it does answer something that I was wanting. I think I talked about either last podcast or the one before that, where like Lloyd hasn't done shit in a long time. Like I think the last thing we saw him do was I had said it was before the boat arc, but it was right after the boat arc where him and Bond go the arsonist or whatever. So that was the last time we saw him do anything. And now we're finally getting an arc focus on him and Yuri, which Yuri also needed spotlight time. So that's good too.
I mean, he
I'm gonna
got
say there's
some in
people
the
out there who are like, does
hijacking arc,
he?
but yeah.
Well, he needs character growth. So I don't know if we're going to get it from this arc, but I at least want to see him do something besides fawn over Yor all day, every day.
Or getting shot.
Getting shot.
Or that.
That's true. He did just get that, but at the same time, it was just like, oh yeah, Yuri got shot. Okay, bye. And then we didn't see him for like 3
wanted
months.
More focus on that. Like I wanted that to be kind of a thing, and it didn't become a thing. It was just written off as a joke, and like, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I was hoping for more.
I was thinking that. I mean, that was the whole arc, and like now that Roski's bringing it up, I legitimately want to know how much of that arc was compromised due to all of the stuff that Endo is doing on the side, because it started off really strong and the middle was still good, but you could see where it started to taper off of like, okay, like we just resorted to gags for everything instead of anything interesting happening, and it's like it's over now, like, okay, I guess, whatever, like I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, it was like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, it's over. Here, have some Damiania, and you're like, okay, I guess.
I'm sure. Like, why the hell not?
Right.
It still did something interesting with Melinda at the end, but it wasn't enough.
I know. I thought we were gonna get a little bit more of that. I'm disappointed.
Mm-mm.
Right. And that's like and Pines, you had brought it up last podcast that the pacing is very jarring, and like we had just pointed out that like this chapter, it's like a complete heel turn of like, all right, we get from comedy to just straight up like Lloyd's immortal danger. Yeah, and you're like, okay, like literally in one page, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck, like what's going on? It was the same thing with the last arc where it was just like, we're in mortal danger, and then it went to jokes, and it's like, like what am I supposed to feel? Like as a reader, I should know what to expect generally, but you never know with Endo. Like it's literally in the same chapter you could experience two very different emotions, and I wouldn't say in a good way, because
it gets blindsiding.
Blindside, exactly. Like Egg loves Golden Kamui, and like I've never read it.
Are you talking about Dice? I think Dice love.
It's Dice.
I thought Egg liked it too.
I thought Egg liked it too.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Sorry,
I mean,
I don't remember seeing that, but yeah. Okay,
I don't know. Some people on the server like it. I haven't read it.
I read I think I read the first chapter. That was pretty interesting.
I've read a little. It's good. It's good stuff. But
well, one of the things they really praise it for is like it's very funny, but at the same time, it goes from like very funny to like very sad or like tragic, but it does it in a very like cohesive way where it's like it doesn't blindside you with it. Like it's just like
they give time to breathe. Like the jokes. When they put jokes in between like dangerous situations, they do it in a way that feel at the appropriate beat, so it doesn't detract from the drama or the more impactful moments. And generally speaking, it's a really well executed manga, because it can get from really goofy, like absolutely
I've heard some
absurd
of the things,
faces into extreme levels of violence. So like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my shit, but
yeah, but we don't get that here. Like it's one or the other. There's no in between.
No, yeah, and also the transitions are very abrupt. It's like, oh, goofy bullshit with Judy. Oh, no, no, Twilight is in mortal danger with some serious stakes that are not only concerning him. Like,
Right.
wait. This is a really, really awkward transition. Like,
Yeah, there's no buildup. That I think that's like pretty much everything in this manga. It's like there's no buildup really, aside from like Inusan. Like Inusan was like the only time where it just like
yeah,
ramped up, and like you like the next chapter you're like, okay, all right, like we're getting to the summit on this, and then everything after that, all the arcs is just like with the boat arc. The boat arc was good.
yeah.
It
The border has like the border did many things really well, but that's one of the reasons why Inusan is still my favorite arc. It's the one that is best executed in most areas. Like,
yeah
you can get tension, a joke, and then more tension. Like like when Anya
yeah
is like, wait, oh no, this is gonna
Honestly,
blow up in half an hour. I don't know to read.
it feels
Oh,
like
I have.
it feels like Endo is still finding his like footing and like pacing between like the comedy aspects and the serious aspects.
right
Yeah, it's a
Um,
self-falling thing.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean if you think about like other mangas that kind of do that, like Chainsaw Man or
mm,
JJK, they kind of play into one or the other,
mm-hmm.
and then they kind of
Uh,
like slap you with the other.
I do think that he has a particularly complicated job because of the tone of the manga.
Mm-hmm.
It tries to be an action manga and a comedy manga at the same time, and they are not like polar opposites. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the stuff he deals with in the more serious, as in the more serious parts, kind of clashes with the wholesome family vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It complements it. I have talked about it before. Like, it complements it, but it also a little hard to figure out how to focus on one or another. Like
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man, like we used that as an example, but Chainsaw Man doesn't beat around the bush. It tells you straight from the gate, like, this is gonna be some fucked up shit. It's gonna be depressing. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna
Yeah.
be morbid. Even the humor is gonna be morbid, and it is. but it had a very clear it had a clearer goal inside from the very start. That's actually one of the problems Endo has had, that showcase that it shows his skill that he has actually managed to keep up so far, but B, it
Mm-hmm.
shows the kind of conundrum he has put himself in.
Yeah.
Like, Yord is a complicated character because she has to be seen as this likable, wholesome character, but generally likable, wholesome character.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to feel as morally ambiguous and morally ambiguously likable. It's not like a Game of
Mm-hmm.
Thrones character that you kind of accept they are horrible people deep inside, but they are interesting. You have to like her
Mm,
in a way that feels generally
well.
appealing, and
Well.
that
Okay.
and that kind of clashes when you have her covered in blood, because if you botch that work up, you can make her unlikable by making her murder someone that comes across as too sympathetic.
Okay. I
That's
you
that's
you've planted the seed in my head. Okay, guys. I want your opinion on whether or not like would you want to see like would you want to see Lloyd and Yor like do bad things like obviously they both kill people, but like what if you just saw Lloyd just like I will say like just kill someone just like execution style because they might figure out that he's a spy, or like his like that he's Lloyd Forger or something like that, or your kills just because she's angry and not necessarily because like shopkeeper told her to or something like that. Like what if they did that? Like would that change your opinion of this character, or is that something you want to see from the characters that we know?
Ooh.
juicy.
Hmm.
I actually do kind of want to see something like that, but I want there to be a reason, or like I kind of hope that it's not just done for the sake of drama. I hope that there's
Yeah, for
kind of a
shock. Yeah.
story reason that they fell so far, like
Mm-hmm.
as a part of kind of showing or exaggerating like this is how far they've come from whatever situation they've been in, whether like things have fallen apart at home with
Mm,
like them and their identities are being revealed, or something happening to Anya even. Like if that were to happen, I would be very interested to see
mm.
that. But I wouldn't like to see that just because they thought it would be cool to do, or like the creator, Endo thought it'd be cool to do, and he didn't really have a reason for it. That I wouldn't enjoy.
Yeah, and I don't think he would do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But that's just kind of my condition on it.
It would be very out of character for either Lloyd or Yor to just kind of go all wham bam action sequence. Mm-hmm. I mean, we know Yor kind of is always thinking like, what if I just kill this person and make the problem go away? Mm-hmm. But she also has that like self-restraint and like a no, Yor, you can't do that.
Right.
So like, what kind of situation or set of conditions would make her think, no, actually, I'm gonna do this?
Right.
See, that I would find very fascinating to see.
Like, I would imagine I'm going to bring up Sunshine, even though I don't want to bring up Sunshine. But like, what everyone here knows who Sunshine is. I'm not going to explain it for the people listening. But
we know who Sunshine
what if it was that situation? Like, and well, not necessarily that situation, but like that kind of threat to the family. And Lloyd's just like, I can't have this, and then just murders him in cold blood because it's like, it's not necessarily because he wants to, but it has to be done, or he feels like it has to be done, I guess. It's just like you're pushed up against the wall. Lloyd has to protect himself, and also Yor and Anya.
Yeah.
So he just fucking kills him, and then it's like, I don't know if I guess that would be an excellent opportunity to like an introspection on the character of just like, well, how would they react to themselves doing that? Like, would they grow as a person, or are they just like stricken with guilt because they're just like, damn, like I didn't need to kill this guy, but I killed him. You know what I mean? Like,
it is a very complex kind of moral ambiguity there, where you're in a situation where like, or it feels like you have to kill someone in order to protect yourself, but you don't want to be in that position and you don't want to do it. But if the situation calls for it, certain loyalties maybe get tested. Like with Garden, like what if Yor gets tested to like, you need to kill somebody, anybody, and I don't want you to question who or for what reason to show that you're loyal to, like, if Shopkeeper asked her to do that, for example.
Right.
That would be a really interesting fucked up arc for Yor to go through. And I'm not sure, like, how would she feel about the situation? Like, I think I assume that, like, the best way would go is that she'd refuse to do it, or she'd find some other way to handle the situation. But, it's kind of a tough situation to be in, because for her, like, Shopkeeper technically kept her and her younger brother off the streets as a kid, so they weren't homeless. So it's kind of like some gratefulness there, but being asked to do like these horrible, impossible things is hard.
Maybe that would be a situation, because we've talked about it before, of like your reconsidering Garden and like her place in the world. Like, what if she did get tasked with killing somebody that she didn't necessarily want to kill, but she killed them, like it's her job. But then afterwards, it's like, that's when she starts questioning things of like, she's like, I don't think this person needed to die. Like, I don't agree with them telling me I had to kill this person, but I did it anyway. And, that's just where things start to progress, for the story and for, all of these doubts that we kind of want our characters to see. Like, we want Lloyd to question Wise, we want Yor to question Garden, because I think that's the only way that we're going to reach the end game. If they just like, they can't, I guess they could stay in their respective organizations, but that's probably not what's going to happen. Like, something's going to change. I just don't like know
have to change.
Right.
Well, I say that, but Detective Conan is still going without change.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a long story, so hopefully we'll see something. So I don't know, and I don't know if this is going to be the arc where we do see some change. I mean, certainly we're going to see something progress with Lloyd and Yor, or at the very least, we're going to have some kind of communication between the two. I don't even know anymore, but Anything else you guys want to talk about while we're here?
I mean,
nothing that I haven't already told you guys about, like with the Eyes Only fan book getting made here. Like that's still happening, obviously, in October.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting closer.
I've just seen like new merch. People always update the our server about new merch that comes out. You know, like figures.
Lots of Zines.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I have 3 different Zines on the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the Operation Project STRIX, the vintage, and then
ooh, I like the vintage one.
I forgot the last one I have.
I got the fashion one.
Oh, I like that one.
Did you get that one?
Is that the vintage?
I've seen it.
I don't know.
I have it, but
I don't. Maybe that is the vintage, but it's like different, like fashion eras and the like. It's the one with the Sailor Moon inspired standee, I think.
Yeah, that's the vintage one. That's what I have too.
I'm curious to see that one.
Oh, the elegant Zine. That one. That's the 3 I have going on.
Is that the one with the ads or like?
Hold on.
Yeah, there was one that contacted me. That was the one about like the forgers doing like product placements, like vintage product placements, which sounded cool. But like, I don't know how the hell I was gonna write for that, so I just didn't do it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to write. I don't do ads, but I do want to see. That's gonna be like really cool.
Yeah.
Like
Diamonds Are Forever. That's the fashion one.
That's the fashion one. Okay.
Yes. Project STRIX, that one, and then Tres Elegant.
Tre Elegante.
Yeah. That's the Spikes Family vintage one. I have. Those are the 3 I got. Very excited to see how those turn out. We should definitely plug those in because they're really awesome looking designs. They have such great fan artists and merch coming out for them.
Yeah.
I got the full bundles for all 3 because I love full bundles.
You have no self-control.
No self-control whatsoever.
I love getting merchandise from fan-made content people. It's like
support our content creators for sure.
Yeah, support the small artists and small shops. They deserve all that love.
Yeah, especially Cool Blue Razor's shop. Link in the description below.
If you wanna, I have a photo card keychain. You can stick your own photo of your favorite husband in there. You can buy that from me. I mean, my official one is still in production, but I have some B grades. If you guys want those.
And since we're plugging in people, be sure to check out Roski's channel. And then me and Pines, we ain't doing nothing, but
I'm not doing anything.
I'm
existing.
Shit. Yeah, same.
Well, maybe you could check out their fan fiction on AO3, Dancing Pineapples.
Pines does have. Pines has lovely fan fictions. You should definitely go check it out.
And so does Crow.
So does Crow.
I haven't written anything in like a year.
Me either.
Bro, you got enough to make up for it.
I'm so good.
For real.
Okay.
You can rest, okay? You deserve that break.
I think I'm retired. I don't think I'm gonna write anymore.
Check out my favorite fanfic author, LaCroix, on AO3.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Dancing Pineapples has wonderful Taylor Swift song fic.
She was just at a Swiftie concert too.
I don't know. I don't have anything else to talk about, guys. I think we've covered everything we need to cover in this chapter, especially because next week is the update since we waited a week to upload this.
Oh yeah. We'll see if we were right or not.
Yeah, we'll see how kooky this story gets, if it's going to be serious or not.
I bet we're just going to jump over to Anya and Becky at the zoo or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine it's a zoo chapter.
No. Don't put that evil out there.
We're going to just get them looking at giraffes and tigers and gorillas and stuff, you know?
That would be
maybe the most
that'd be terrible, but also hilarious. Like, that's the entire chapter, except for like the last panel.
Yeah.
And it's Lloyd and Yuri doing crazy shit.
That reminds me, there was a really funny TikTok, I think, or it was like a reel on Instagram, and it was like cosplayer who was doing Frankie and Yor were like dancing, and then Lloyd and Yuri in the background were funny.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah,
so fucking funny.
Oh my god, I'm gonna try to like put it on the screen behind us if that's possible. Yeah, send me the video. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, people were commenting like, "Oh, shouldn't Lloyd be like kicking Yuri's ass?" And someone commented, "No, he shouldn't because Lloyd wouldn't be able to fight Yuri off like that." So they're both just like being super bad at fighting each other because it can't be real fighting.
I just love that they're dancing and they're just killing each other in the background.
Funny. It's so
very
funny.
It's very canon too. Like I can totally see that happening.
I could see that.
Oh god.
Man, oh man. Yeah, so we will see. I'm not gonna have any hopes about a big, exciting arc because I can't bring myself to do that anymore after High.
Oh yeah, no.
They have burned me to my core.
My expectations are below the floor right now. So there's nowhere to go but up.
Literally, yeah. That's my perspective. It's like it can only hopefully get a little better than this. Right. Unless it could get a lot worse. I don't know.
Yeah. I love that we're at that point in fandom where it's like I've only been in like one serious fandom besides this one, but it's like you get to that point where like you love something so much that it just disappoints you. So it's just like you know you ratting on it the whole time, but it's like we love this series.
We do it out of love. I mean,
I was gonna say. Peak Tokyo Ghoul was just everyone thinking, yeah, this character is dead. We're never seeing them again. And then waiting like 8 chapters later, oh, they're alive. No way.
Oh my god.
Like it's like the love breeds negativity. I don't know, like, it's just I don't know why, but that's how it is. Oh my god,
it's so funny.
It's true. Yeah.
Oh, let me make a plug for the best series right now, Me and My Gangster Neighbor. You can read all the chapters on Manga Plug.
Oh, I read one chapter. It was pretty funny. I haven't read back on it. Also, let's what else can we plug in? Read Oshinoko or watch the anime because it's been going insane right now. Very pretty, very cool. I actually really got into it. So
I have avoided it because I don't want to cry, and I know I'm going to cry. So yeah, I've been watching Hell's Paradise. If you have not been watching Hell's Paradise,
Paradise,
so freaking good. This last episode, oh my god,
I'm behind.
So hard.
I'm behind.
Yeah, episode 8.
Yeah.
Wait, did you read the manga, Crow?
I have not read the manga. This is one of those series I don't want to read. I just want to watch, like Demon Slayer. Which
that's how I feel about Demon Slayer.
Oh, right. I'm behind on Demon Slayer. I actually started the entertainment arc. I skipped over the train arc.
Yeah,
so.
You're gonna love it.
I feel like with Demon Slayer, every arc becomes my new favorite arc because it's just like it keeps getting better in terms of like animation.
Yes.
I'm also gonna plug in Kindergarten Wars. Finally got put on Manga Plus officially, so y'all should read that now.
Okay.
Because I've been reading it through Manga Dex this whole time, and they stopped updating chapters, and I think this is why.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Are we getting paid for any of these plugs? Is anyone writing the chat?
They should pay us, but they're not. It's okay.
If anything, we're gonna get copyrighted for mentioning all this stuff.
For saying all these bad words, bad mouthing all these companies.
Hell yeah. Roski, you got any plugs while we're here?
No.
I love your deadpan nose.
No.
No.
Oh, God.
Okay, we have gone on a tangent from a tangent.
We're way off topic. We're gonna end it here, folks.
Yeah,
that's our thoughts on chapter 80. We'll be back next week to talk about chapter 81. But in the meantime, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
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 And we're done.
Bye.